Hello, hello, welcome back.com, episode number 4, underground storage. The weather is only getting hotter, guys. I don't know if it's global warming in 1353 or not, but we've got to get our food figured out. We got to put stuff where it's a little cooler. Today, we're hopefully going to do that, or at least lay out the design and structure for our underground food cellar. That's top priority. Number 2, we do need to get that initial research completed. We got to get that going in order. It kind of goes hand in hand with our underground food cellar, and I'll explain that in just a second. We're going to investigate some limestone. I heard there's some limestone in this game, so we're going to set up a potential mining site. I don't know if we'll do that today, but at least kind of figure out what we want to do going forward. And produce more goats. We kind of need to do that, but unfortunately there's really nothing we can do about it. It's just up to the goats. We'll see what happens. Oh, what are these wolves howling for? I literally just started the recording. We got some wolves howling in the background. I don't know why that clay is forbidden. So I was gonna go through the rest of the day, go to spring day 6, but I kind of realized we just cut off this whole process. I was in the middle of showing you guys what I was doing down here. So we got this piece down here mined out, which is on level 9. Now we're down to level 8. We can go ahead and chop or mine this, whatever you want to do with it. You can bring your axe if you want, bring a pickaxe, doesn't matter. Okay, these wolves, what's going on here? Am I surrounded by, why are there so many wolves? All of our food should be indoors. They shouldn't be stealing anything. Jake is still here, by the way. I don't know what he's doing. It's time for him to leave, but I can't, dude, I don't know what you want, my guy. You got a nice beard, but we bought some stuff from you. We gave some stuff to you. I don't really know what you want. We're not trading with you anymore. So it's time for him to leave. But we need some allies in this game. We'll unlock that region tab very soon. I'm gonna cut that dead tree down because it's making me mad. Don't like dead trees. We don't like dead trees here. They're ugly. So Gwen is gonna come over here and ignore the wolves. Hopefully, I don't like all these wolves over here. It's like they know what we're doing, man. It's like they know that we're about to start moving our food down here, and they're just waiting to get trapped in here with all the food. So there we go. Thank you, Jake. He's finally leaving. So Gwen has knocked this down. This used to be a problem where you couldn't build a staircase on top of stuff, but they have somehow fixed that, I believe. So we're gonna mine this piece, and then we'll put one more staircase. It's gonna go down there. And then we can go mine that one right there. It's going to leave this top piece there. And then we're going to take a sharp 90-degree turn to the right. And we're going to put a door right there. I may leave one more gap. I'm not really sure. I don't think we will. We're going to do... So let's wait for them to come build this. I guess we can wait for the staircase. But while we're waiting on Gwen, this is how our cellar is going to look, and I know it looks like a little bit of a mess right now. You have no idea. You can't see these resources because we don't have anything mined out yet. We're just building it. We're creating our own tunnel. We're mining in the darkness. We don't know what's down here unless we actually click on it, and it looks like it's mostly all dirt, which is good. That won't take that long. So we're going to do a 5 wide, and you can count one. Well, we're not counting that one. We're going to do a 5 wide underground cellar because 5, if you do 6, the floor above it's gonna collapse. It doesn't work that way. Gravity actually matters in this game. So we're gonna do 5. I mean, you could put a beam in here. You could put beams underground if you want, but I'm not gonna worry about that. 5 wide is plenty. And we're just gonna do a little 5x5 cellar for now. That's gonna be plenty. And let's go ahead and build the staircase down here so she can start doing that. Probably will be tomorrow. Hi, Arlo. Cutting down the tree, I see. Yes, he is. So, this is going to be a kitchen right above here. We're going to have wooden walls on this side, going across that way, going across this way. And we're going to build some limestone down here. Arlo, I don't really need you doing all that, buddy. We don't need to do that right now. Just relax. You can cut that one down. That's fine. We'll get there when we get there. That's going to be later on in the future. We need limestone for that first. Gwen, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gwen? Oh, Lewis is constructing. What? Lewis, I don't want you constructing, dude. I would like you to research, please. We don't have a lot of massive construction projects going on right now, so will you please... Where are you? Lewis? There you are. Okay, well, he's gonna build the staircase, I guess, which is fine. We're about to be past their bedtime, which is now. Okay, there he goes. He's gonna go sleep now. I was about to say, man, you can build it if you want, but it looks like he is about to go to sleep. Arlo's gonna fill his food pouch before he goes to bed. By the way, settlers can carry food around throughout the day, so they're not having to, when they immediately get hungry, they're not going to have to run and go grab food. They can carry that around. They just have to grab it ahead of time. So there's ways to speed up that process, but right now, we're just gonna let him sleep through the night because we got nothing going on, and we'll come right back. All right, everybody's awake. How did we sleep tonight? No dreams for Gwen. Rainy day, congratulations. So Lewis is mad. So why don't you just stay in there all day, dude? Just go ahead and stay in there researching all day. That's actually a perfect task for you today. It doesn't really matter though. He's still upset. Don't like rain. It's wet and irritating and it gets everywhere. But yet you're fine with all the bloody battles that you have to endure. So that makes perfect sense. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this tree that's growing right next to our kind of ratchet looking roof. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It actually doesn't look that bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. And I love the animations in this game. I finally upgraded my computer so you can see all these particles and everything. It's definitely raining pretty hard. That's definitely a southern United States rainstorm when it's like running off the roof like that. So Gwen is down here mining. It looks like she's got her pickaxe out. Is that clay? What is this? That's a clay deposit right there. Okay, Gwen, that's fine. So we get some free clay out of here. So we built that staircase down. We're going to put in some wooden flooring to help with the insulation. And you can click on this here. You see the thermal insulation for wooden flooring is 0.75, which is the best thing we have right now. We don't want this grated floor. We don't want wicker floor. We want wooden floor to keep that cool. There's these wolves over here, man. They're going to cause problems. We want the wooden floor in here to help with the insulation. That way it stays cooler down here. And not like 25 degrees, 30 degrees, what it could get it up to in the summer. So, once that is done, Arlo is still cutting. I don't know what else he's going to have to do here once we get all these trees chopped down. I'm going to see what he's doing after this tree. Hopefully he doesn't hurt himself with that axe. He's got the cat with him. That cat does like to follow him around a little bit. Research is available, boys and girls. That is big time by my man Lewis. He has finally got those 15 Chronicles. And that's actually perfect timing for our filling medicine pouch. What did you do? Dude, did you hurt yourself with the axe? Arlo. Alright, well, he's going to use one of those, going to use one of our healing kits that we have. We got 10 simple healing kits. We'll have to get into that later. It's a future project down the road. But anyway, our guy Lewis has researched enough chronicles to go ahead and unlock furniture or fermenting. Now, I honestly might really debating on waiting and doing the furniture second, but we got to mine all this out anyway, so let's go ahead and do the furniture. And the reason why I do this, we can build these wall bookshelves here in just a second. Let's go ahead, or just regular standing bookshelves. So this little icon where my mouse is, it just means we've unlocked a bunch of new stuff. We have nicer beds, which we don't really care. I'm not going to worry about that now. We got some wooden chairs we can sit down. We got some weapon racks, which are good for storing. We were just concerned about these bookshelves and wall bookshelves. We're going to put 2 of them in here. And hopefully, it looks like Arlo is mining and digging right now. So, hey, Lewis, will you... Okay, Lewis? Oh, Gwen's got both of those. Okay. Well, that's fine. Arlo can mine and dig, but that means since he's mining and digging, which is a number 5 priority, that has no more growing and no more harvesting to do. So let's look at our resources around the map. We've got a little bit of flax sitting there. I think wasn't there more down here? Yes. There's more down here. That's right. We'll go ahead and mark those. I'm just trying to get more of our crops that are around the area. There's only one there, and there's wolves eating it. The barley. There was more flax somewhere else, and I don't know. Here it is. There's more here that's ready. We'll get all that so we can hopefully grow. We gotta fill the seeds here so we can grow our full farm there. Cabbage is coming along pretty good. There are some growing phases. I didn't really talk about this in the farming. So I'm going to do it now because I forgot. Normally, there are different phases where you can just choose not to harvest. You can hold it there. You can choose to harvest in growing, where we only get 3 cabbage but 0 seed. And that's in the phase that it's in now, so it doesn't take as much time. But we want to retain the seed. You get a 1-to-1 seed ratio if you do harvest when they're ripe. You can wait until they're flowering. You get 2-to-1 seed ratio, just a little less cabbage, or you can wait a long time and get a bunch of cabbage seeds. And that's kind of pretty much the setup with farming. We'll get into that later. We don't want to worry about this now. We just want to leave it alone. Barley is just ripe or don't harvest. Same with flax. But what we just did, guys, we just created a library. So look at this production speed now. We're at 132% production speed. So that's beautiful. Absolutely love that. That's going to make that 22% faster from where it was at 110. And I don't know if this goes up based on if it's modest or better. I'm not really sure. I think it depends on the aesthetic value, and I don't know. The average aesthetic value just takes into account the wood, the bookshelves, everything that's in there. I don't know if that actually increases the value, the production speed, or not, but we'll kind of figure that out later when we build a nice fancy library. All right, how we doing down here? Pretty good. We got some of this mined out. We can go ahead and start placing the flooring in just where we have it. Mine resource mangled. That's fantastic. Let's build the door right there. That way this will be segmented and create its own room, which will help with insulation as well. See more than 0.75 there. These wolves up here make me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I don't want one of these wolves to get trapped in there and then just immediately eat all our food. We'll have to attack it if that happens. There we go. We can get some more herbs harvested. Looking around. We got some red currant. I'm going to wait on that because we do not have the research for fermenting yet. That's probably what we'll do. Number 3 is a fermenting station. So, I forgot how long I was recording. I don't know how long this episode is right now. Let's look at these. We got more stuff we can harvest. I may check my time real quick, and then we'll come right back, because we're kind of just waiting on people to mine all this out, but we're in the leisure hour right now, where they're going to start enjoying a game of backgammon. Looks like Lewis and Arlo are going to go at it right now. What you guys got? Lewis or Arlo? I love the backgammon animation and the sounds. It may be kind of hard to hear with the music, but looks like they're done playing the game there. I'm not sure who won. I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, so we're kind of chilling right now. Looks like the rain is over. Look at the beautiful mud piles that it's created all over the ground. I just love the detail in this game. I love the graphics. It's very simple. A lot of people, if you played RimWorld, it's like that a little bit in terms of the mechanics and everything. But again, the wolves over here, look at the particles clicking up when they run. I don't know why all those wolves are over there, so it's a little stressful, not gonna lie. But some willow trees, little baby willow trees growing there. We got a dead tree that I don't like, cutting that baby down. Got some more barley that's ripe over there. It's stunted, I'm not gonna worry about. I don't know why all that barley is stunted, which is weird. But looks like our farm, we're still waiting on seeds. Arlo, what are you doing, buddy? You're gardening? Why are you gardening? Oh, he's getting the flax seed right there. Perfect. Thank you, my guy. We need to get the flax finished. It's the last farm we got, at least. And this is all temporary, like I said. But tomorrow he will be harvesting and growing all this. So there's not a lot of time for him to research. Well, we're kind of just relying on Lewis to do all this right now. Gwen's down here in the mines, hammering away, building, mining. But what we're going to do with that is we're going to mark this preserving food next. It's going to give us a smokehouse if we want to preserve meat a little better, which I probably need to do more of. I always forget that's an option. And then we have shelves as well, so we can put a smokehouse anywhere. Or we can build shelves down here, which is what we're going to do as soon as Gwen is done failing that construction. So she's going to mine all this out, but we do need 14 more chronicles for that. We're at 6 right now, so that's probably going to be the next day when that happens. So right now we're just kind of waiting. Lewis is mining. Or no, Gwen is mining, Lewis is riding, Arlo is harvesting and researching. Just kind of chilling right now, looking at the beauty of the game and what we got. Eventually this is going to turn into a bunch of limestone, so I want to kind of think about how we want to do this limestone over here. I'm going to wait till Gwen's done mining, but you see all the ones we got already. This is our limestone piles over here. We already marked some of these. Now, if you wanted to, you could go and just do this and just create a whole massive amount of mines. But what'll happen is once you get a bunch of settlers, you get like 3 or 4 people mining at once. They'll start mining here, here, here. Someone will go way out here for some reason and start mining one of these. And then they'll just end up on an island. They oftentimes will end up on an island by themselves and have no way to get there. And then you got to have somebody come and emergency build a bridge to get them back off the island that they're stuck on, or a ladder or a staircase or something. So there is a little better way to do mining, especially when you're really just mining like hardcore, just everything. Right now we're just kind of clipping around the edges, and we're going to start with that. We got all kinds of resources down here. We got gold, we got iron, we got a little silver, we got everything down here that we could possibly need. So we'll start with this one just because it's close to our temporary structure right here. We may end up building like a back door out of one of these rooms and kind of having something up here. Not quite sure how I want to do that yet, but we'll figure it out as we get there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to come back and wait for the day number 7. There's a nice bird. And see how that progress is going with Gwen and the mine down there with the underground cellar. Look at that flies, all those flies flying around the dung, man. They're gonna fill this up. It's gonna be a little filthy. And look at that little polecat right here, stealing some of our food. Look at you. Our goats, Merlin is 55% trained. Blossom over here also 55% trained, so they're now on the same level. I'm not sure who is going to get trained first. And I like how it tells you there when they're full of dung, 13%. And also Blossom with the milk there. So we're on day 7 now. Nice little foggy morning, which is great. We're just waiting on the mine to finish. We got to build this cellar down here. We're almost done with it. Waiting on that, but we're also waiting on more chronicles. But Arlo's got to do some gardening today and harvesting, and the wolves over here are still going at it. I'm just filling in the floor down here. So you can see it's 5.8 inside, 13 in certain areas, depending on if it's sunny or shady. So it's 14 out in the sun. But down here it's 6 degrees, which is not great. It could be better. We can make it better in the future, but that's better than 13, 14, and inside where the food currently is 9 degrees. It's only going to get hotter. So it's going to stay a little cooler down here. And there's ways to obviously help with that in the winter. We can start producing some ice blocks. I don't know if we'll get to that or not. We just want it to be cold enough where it doesn't, like, the food doesn't rot instantly. So Gwen's coming through and building all this, or at least attempting to. There's another failed construction. But we're kind of chilling right now. It's around the day 7 mark when you sometimes get another settler, so I don't know if that's going to be today or not. We're going to kind of hang out and just let it go on normal speed. Nothing we really have to micromanage, nothing really have to do right now. Arlo is now level 13 in botany, and we only need 1 more flax seed to grow right there, which it looks like we got some right here. So he's going to harvest this. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to harvest the barley over here. I guess he's going to do that first, and we got enough of that, which is good. We do need the barley. We're going to use that for brewing drinks, which will be one of the next things we start on our research. We'll probably end up doing that third. after preserving food. But yeah, our farm's looking good. You can see the barley's growing. It's in the growing phase. It's got 4 days, and it's about a how long is the? It's about 7-day harvest. Flax, you're looking at about 5 days. Cabbage, if I can click on it, cabbage is pretty quick, only 3 days. And then our little beets over here. Sometimes it's hard to click on the stockpile or on the. There we go. Or carrots, sorry, carrots are about 4 days. So we'll use the carrots for the animal feed, which. What are we looking at right now? We still got 47 meat. I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I want to get up to 20 chronicles if we can, Arlo. Or Lewis, excuse me. We're at 14. We need 6 more chronicles. So what I'm gonna do... well, we'll just let him go. We'll just let him go. It'll pop up when we have more research available, which will actually probably be on the 15th book that he writes. And these chronicles are stored forever, man. They're stored forever. Right now they're just laying on the ground because we have nobody hauling. And there it is, research available. But they'll come up here and put them on the bookshelf because right now it's set to very high priority. Currently they're down here in the stockpile because we don't really have anybody hauling things and we don't really have all that stuff going on right now. But eventually our magic goats will start hauling things to where they belong, which is a game changer. Let me tell you, such a game changer. All right, we got some dead trees here. That annoys me. I mean, you can do whatever you want with the trees. I just like chopping down the dead ones because it's just easy. And I don't have to worry about storing saplings. So here we go. We have our initial layout of the cellar complete. That is wonderful. And it is 5 degrees in here. As you expand a little more, it's going to get a little more cool, I believe, to a certain limit. We're just getting farther away from that door. You can see like over here, if you click on one of these, oh no, it's 4.9. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't really matter. I thought maybe it would be a little warmer closer to that door because it's outside. It's 9.1 inside. I guess that technically counts as inside. But you see, it's 20.9 degrees outside, man, and it's down here. It's 5 degrees, so that's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be absolutely perfect for a cellar. That door kind of prevents the insulation from getting in there, and then we'll have a building up here in the near future. But right now, we are just waiting on our guy Lewis to finish that research. You can see the initial optimism is a mood modifier that's still there. Once that goes away, it's going to be a bit of it's going to be pretty much on our own, guys, to keep that mood going. I mean, if they reach 0%, they're going to leave. So hopefully that doesn't happen for anybody. If we wanted to, I mean, I guess we could make it happen. If we get a settler that we don't like, we can make them leave. But you can banish them if you want. We don't really want to do that because we only have 3. So right now, I'm just kind of chilling. We're just waiting around to see what Arlo's doing. He's over here. I think he's running all the way down to get that flax, which is quite a ways out, which is not ideal. But once we get all that flax, I'm not going to worry about harvesting all the wild crops until maybe towards the end of this spring or into the summer. Because we're not going to do any tailoring yet. That'll be probably, I don't know, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's best. I wonder if we mark this when we get it. Sometimes it's best to do tailoring right away if you want to, because then you can immediately tailor summer clothes if you have a bunch of wild flax laying around. Or if you got a bunch of leather that you want to use from deer, you can tailor summer clothes. Ideally, it doesn't matter, I don't think, but I like making leather clothes your winter clothing gear. I just think that makes sense. And then the cloth you can turn into summer clothing. And look at the cat following Arlo out here. I love that. I love that the cat just kind of follows him around because he is assigned to Arlo. So he's a little behind him though. He's going to investigate what's happening down here. Make sure there's no... Yeah. She's going down here to see what was going on. Hopefully she comes back. We get some other wildlife around the area. I see a fox or a wolf out there. Everything looks fine, Athene. You can go back. But while we're waiting on that, how are we doing? We got 18. Lewis You are very slow at researching. This is not, we don't need to play backgammon right now, Lewis. We really need to research. So you know what I'm gonna do, buddy? You're not even playing with anybody. I'm gonna force you to research. So hopefully that didn't make him mad. It looks like he's still got enough of his entertainment needs fulfilled. We don't have any casinos here. It's just a game of backgammon. But I want him to get that done just because I want to hurry up and build the storage down here. Gwen and Arlo are praying together in our awful looking chapel down here, our shrine. Really confined space, and there's just a kind of dead-end hallway that leads to nothing but a dirt path. But I suppose it does the job. Like I said, it does the job, and I will build something better in the future. We don't have enough resources to do that right now, or enough time. So what I'm waiting for, Arlo needs to finish one more chronicle. I guess it's not going to tell me, or Lewis, I keep calling him Arlo. We need to get one more done, my guy. Just one more. That's all we need. And then I'll probably let you... I mean, we'll keep researching, though. I may not have him do all the researching in the next episode. Hopefully Arlo can be done with some of these harvesting things. He's not going to have to run around the map as much once we get our local crops going right here. So there it is. That'll be the 20th one right there, which means we can unlock preserving food. I'm going to go straight for it because I want those shelves. You don't have to get the shelves, but I would rather go ahead and do it just so I don't forget about it and we can get ahead and get all that stuff down there. You can do fermenting. You could do that first and get barley producing, but that's kind of just more work for me right now. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and do preserving food, and by the time we get that done and built, we might already have 15 books to do the fermenting. So really, either way, you could go with those either way. There's no right or wrong answer. Settlers, I think food's more important, and I'd rather go ahead and get this stored down here with our shelf. We're going to build 1, 2, 3 of them, and I think maybe in the next episode we'll come back and finish that. We need to investigate limestone next. That's going to be a big project, probably in the next episode, so we'll see what happens. I think we'll see you guys then. It's getting towards the end of day 7. We just got to get those structures built, which will be a job for Gwen. And we'll see you guys then. Oh, we also have an apple sapling. Let me plant that apple sapling in the next episode. Hopefully I don't forget that, because I might take a little break here from recording. But we need some apple trees to grow. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that right now. I don't know how long I've been recording for. Apple sapling, here we go. So we got trees. We can plant trees if we want to. It does. You don't want to do like a whole row of trees like this. I don't think it's going to look good, and they're going to grow on top of each other. So I usually just pop down one little spot. Apple trees will kind of replicate. There'll be more than one of them growing. So I'm going to pick like a big open area over here. We're just going to put them down like right there. And they'll kind of spread around in this area. So there'll be a bunch of apple trees around here. I think that's pretty good. It's close by. And somebody will go, Arlo will go do that because that is a grow job, which is a level 2 priority. Once he's done cutting down whatever he's doing, there he goes. He's going to go pick it up and we'll have apples. So we'll see you guys. What is this? Episode 4. We'll see you guys in the next one. Episode number 5. We'll finish that cellar and figure out what else to do with our lives. Hopefully we get another settler soon. That would be a very good move so we can speed things up. So we'll see you guys then.